It is time. The World Cup final is here, and in this video we are going to be making predictions on that game and the third place bronze playoff game, whatever you want to call it, whatever America has decided to call it, the bronze trophy game. I saw that every team is getting a ring as well in sort of NBA fashion. The winners of the, I don't know why I'm doing this, the winners of the World Cup will all get a big ring, and you'll be handed the trophy by Donald Trump, which is nice. I've not seen him at any game though. He's not come on the camera any single game, but he's going to be at the final giving the trophy away. And it is the final that we're going to talk about today. It is Spain against Argentina. How did they both get here? Well, we'll start with Argentina. They got past England, who had a pretty disgraceful last 30 minutes against Argentina, it must be said. I can't really say much that hasn't already been said in the media, of course. The fact that we completed 2 passes in 19 minutes is a disgrace at any level, even at 7-a-side. You'd be absolutely ashamed by that. You expect teams like Egypt, Cape Verde, Switzerland, no disrespect to them, but you expect them to retreat and sit back as pressure is piled on, as Argentina have more of the ball, but England do have the players. That, at home anyway, they've got the players in Adam Wharton, Trent, Levi Colwill. Those players I would definitely have in the squad as soon as possible to get you out of pressure. Just to find Harry Kane, to find Ivan Toney, who should have been brought on, to find Ollie Watkins, who could have ran in those channels, and give something to think about to Argentina so that they cannot pile all of their fullbacks forward who are creating those overloads and then creating spaces for De Paul to just look up, see where he wants to put the ball, 4 or 5 seconds on the ball before he even thinks about crossing it. It was pretty disgraceful, not just from Tuchel, but from the players as well. They have to take blame. They retreated themselves first, I think that was clear. But anyway, I don't want to go into the England game too much because it is all about the final. We will get on to England when they play France. Probably going to make changes for that game. I would expect France to win. That's my gut feeling. But who really cares about that? Because it is the World Cup final, and that is what we are going to be predicting first on this video. So let's take a look. And for Spain got here by surprising many of us and beating France 2-0, a very controlled performance. And we did mention on the previous video that the game would be won or lost in the midfield. And Spain, of course, their midfield is so good. Rodri, Pedri, Fabian Ruiz has been excellent at this competition. Of course, double Champions League winner now. He's just so good. He's got that physical presence, but his technical ability is amazing as well. The technical ability of all of them in there is sensational. Dani Olmo, what a player, just links the top end of the pitch with the middle of the pitch so well. Laporte has had a fantastic competition as well. He's up there for player of the tournament for me, Laporte. Every time I've watched him, he's been faultless, really. I think Rodri's a shout as well. If Spain go on to win it, Rodri is sort of the obvious choice because he's the kind of metronome in the middle for Spain. But I tell you as well, Pedro Porro in that semi-final, coming into midfield, making runs, giving France real problems to think about. So Spain against Argentina. Let me know your gut feelings in the comments before we dig through any of the data and look at the form guide and some of the team news and all of that. And well done, by the way, if you were on this from the previous video. It did soften the blow slightly for England going out of the competition because we had this nice winner, most goals to be scored in the second half, and Argentina to have the most shots. I think that was a bit obvious given how England have played all throughout the competition. We've allowed the opposition so much of the ball, plenty of shots, whether it was DR Congo, Mexico, Norway. It's been a similar pattern. We've scored in moments in this competition, and without Jude Bellingham, we would have been home way earlier. So get your predictions in the comments as always, and here is a prediction from the previous video. Well done to you. You're going to get a month of OddAlerts Pro. I have been in touch with you already, so hopefully we can get you cracking with that as soon as possible. Right now, let's take a look at some data. So Spain are favourites for this game, and for Argentina, they're actually chasing a first back-to-back World Cup for the first time since 1962 when Brazil did that. Spain are chasing their second star. They got their first in 2010, of course. It is the champions of Europe, the Euros against the champions of South America. So in that way, it is a bit of a fitting World Cup final. And this image, to me, proves that we are in a bizarre simulation of sorts, because this is Lionel Messi giving a bath to a baby 18 years ago. That baby is going to be starting right wing, just like Messi, in the World Cup final. Bonkers. This is Lamine Yamal on a UNICEF photo shoot with Mr. Messi 18 years ago. I wonder if he knew at that moment he would be playing in a World Cup final against him. For Yamal to even make it as a footballer, the odds are stacked against you, aren't they? So for him to be that level and for that picture to exist, it is just incredible. It is the first competitive meeting between them in their career, and possibly the last. And there is a big Messi twist, of course, here. 21 years at Barcelona, made in La Masia, and now he has to beat Spain for his last trophy, potentially. Either he closes his career exactly as scripted, or the torch is passed to the kid from his own academy. So we'll take a look at how both teams got here, starting with Spain. We can see that very surprising draw against Cape Verde. No shame in that, apparently, because Argentina also drew with them. And Cape Verde went out unbeaten and drawing with both of the finalists. I mean, that says something about their strength, certainly in defence. Saudi Arabia, they got past, and then they did not concede a goal until the quarter-final against Belgium. They've conceded once all competition. Will they concede against Argentina? I think this is going to be a very, very tight game, and it will probably follow suit in how Argentina's games have gone. They are more than capable of being put under pressure, but as we see, they build themselves into games, and if they are within a goal of their opponents with 45 or fewer minutes to go, they know they've got a chance, and we can see their games here. They have conceded in the majority of their games. A couple of clean sheets in the opening group games, of course, and 5 goals scored. Messi was on fire then. 3-1 against Jordan, heavily rotated. 3-2 against Cape Verde, 3-2 against Egypt, 3-1 against Switzerland, and then 2-1 against England. So will BTTS land in this one? Get your predictions in the comments. Our probability model is favouring Spain, given their superior defence, you would feel. But if we scroll down here to BTTS, it is at 64.2%, which means the current option, as we can see here, 1.95, offers great value. The referee is Slavko Vinicic. He was in tears when it was announced that he would officiate this game. Fair play to him. Nice moment if you want to go and watch it on FIFA's socials. He's produced 3.85 cards per game, given the data we have on him in the database. He is from Slovenia. 2.75 cards per game in the second half. If what we've seen from Argentina continues, I think we're going to see a couple of cards at least in this game. He needs to have a handle on this Argentinian team from the first minute. We saw how they played against England. They were very lucky, really, to escape a card as long as they did. We'll take a quick look at player data and then the form guide as well before putting together our predictions for this massive, massive game. We can see Lionel Messi chasing a 9th World Cup goal. Will he get the golden ball if Argentina win? Usually the team has to win, don't they? It's rare that you get a golden ball winner from the team that finishes second or third, unless they have been absolutely exceptional. I think if Argentina win this, then Messi is a sure thing for the golden ball. Offsides could be an interesting play here. Lamine Yamal has been caught offside 7 times, more than any player in these squads, and that is interesting because he missed the first game as well, and then didn't play every minute of the group. So 7 offsides in 7 games. Lionel Messi offside 5 times as well. In terms of shots on target, the usual suspects: Messi, Oyarzabal, Yamal, Alvarez, McAllister. There is a bit of a drop actually after Yamal. Alvarez on 5, McAllister on 4. The shots on targets are pretty spread around, shall we say, in both of these squads. You've got plenty of midfielders for Argentina and for Spain that will get forward and will take a crack at goal. Pedro Porro, with his goal in the previous game, he's had 3 shots on target in the competition, as has Marc Cucurella. They will have to be a little bit more cautious in this game. Now we'll take a look at the football form guide, starting with Spain. We're looking at the last 6 games here, and we can see their opponents have been booked in the second half in every one of those games. And of course, if you've watched this channel across the World Cup, first of all, thank you for watching and sticking with me. But second of all, you will have seen that I mention Spain and their discipline all the time. They rarely get booked more than once. So their opponents, especially in this case, to have more cards is always a good option. There has been 3 or more corners in the first 45 minutes in 6 out of 6 games. There's been 6 or more total corners in every game as well. They've not conceded after 70 minutes. They've just conceded 1 goal in the whole competition. Fantastic stuff. Unbeaten, of course, and I think critically for Spain, they have not needed extra time as of yet, whereas Argentina, they've been involved in some very, very mentally draining games. And for Argentina, we see that their opponents have also been booked in 6 out of 6 recent games. There's been 2 or more cards in every one of their games. I do think, given that this is a final, we will see cards. I know that the competition as a whole, the referees have been trying to keep their cards in the pocket, but this is different. This is a final. Even the semi-finals felt a little bit different in that regard. And corners has been a bit of a trend on both of the form guides that we've checked out here. 6 or more corners for Argentina in 5 of their last 6 games. They rank first for second half corners, and that really doesn't surprise you, does it, given the game state of those fixtures that they've played, where they've been putting so much pressure on their opponents. Could this one go the same way? Could Spain get that first goal and then Argentina have to come onto them, and that leads to more corners and scored after 70 minutes? Of course, that includes extra time in some of these games. They've done it in 6 of their last 6 games, whereas Spain have not conceded after 70 minutes. So how do you weight that? Do you weight the attack of Argentina more than the defensive capabilities of Spain? Certainly in a final, I think having that midfield that Spain do, the calmness, the control, the ability to just find that pass to Olmo, to Yamal, it is going to be very, very important, I think, and having the legs to bring onto the pitch for Spain as well. Getting your substitutions, as we saw with England, is so, so important at this level. You need to bring on players that can get you up the pitch if you're under a little bit of pressure, players that can get you out of certain situations, players that can beat a man or win a free kick. And I just look at the Spain squad, and I think they are very well set up to win this. So my first selection, I'm going to put together 2 or maybe more. I'm still doing the research as I record this, but my first one I am pretty confident in. Most goals to be scored in the second half, as we had for that England-Argentina game. It's going to be a tight first half, I would imagine. I know Argentina have got a great record in recent games of going ahead, but you are playing against Spain, who have conceded a single goal, who will control most of the ball for most of the game. Argentina's midfield isn't the most mobile, and it isn't the most technically gifted, but they work bloody hard, and they are very, very fit. And they will be in this game, and they will look to be in this game with 30-40 minutes to go, as they have been in the previous games. They might need to come from behind again, but with this selection, we don't care if they do or not. We just care if there's most goals in the second half and Argentina to get the most cards, which I can see, whether they're winning or losing, to be honest, because the players that they've got, Emi Martinez to be booked is a decent single. Again, whether they're winning or losing, frustration or gamesmanship, Argentina are all about it. My second selection for this game, I've got one more to come, is BTTS. This is a value play, as we saw by our probability model. So both teams to find the back of the net in this one, and Spain to have over 1 offside in the game. They do love an overlap, do Spain, on the outside, be it Cucurella, be it Pedro Porro. We saw that Yamal has been caught offside 7 times already. And I think, having watched Argentina against England, I think there is definitely potential that Spain can have a few offsides in this game, even in the second half, especially if Argentina do have to push up. They will leave gaps in behind, and it's just whether they can time those runs. But I think this is a decent double as well, 3.25. Let me know what you think about all these in the comments. Of course, I cannot wait to read your predictions for the World Cup final. So here is my third and final selection before I give you my scoreline prediction for the World Cup final between Spain and Argentina. Argentina to pick up more than one card in the second half, of course. I think if Argentina are winning or losing, they will get cards. It's just the way they play, especially if they're losing. They will get frustrated. And if they're winning, as I said before, there will be gamesmanship that comes into it. Argentina have had a lot of corners, and if they do have to push for this game, corners is actually where they've had a lot of joy when they take it short via Messi, and then he sort of makes a move and gets it back, gets a better angle on the cross. And Romero to commit a foul, as he has in every game that he's played recently in the World Cup. And in this type of game, as I was saying with the cards, you are going to take a cynical foul, just like Romero did. Romero got booked against England. It was a very cynical foul, just pulled Bellingham back, I think it was, and you're going to see that in this game. There will be cards in this game because of what's on the line. If somebody's running down the line and you've got a man out of position from a set piece or a corner or something, you're just going to take the free kick. You're going to take the yellow card, especially in this game. And both of these teams have decent options on the bench to bring on. We saw that with Argentina. They've got a lot of like-for-like replacements that are capable and come with their own specialities. Someone like De Paul coming on and just putting fantastic balls into the box. So substitutions are going to be important as well. And incidentally, it is included, the super sub for Christian Romero, if you are using Bet365 or a similar bookmaker that offers that. So Romero, let's say he comes off for Otamendi and then Otamendi makes a foul, it also still lands. So 3 selections for the game. I hope you've enjoyed them. Let me know what you're on in the comments. Cannot wait to read your predictions. Now, my scoreline prediction, I'll just start by saying in my head, there's a few ways this game can go, of course. I can see Spain cruising to a 2-0 victory. Not going to say that's my official prediction because I do like the look of BTTS in this game, and I think Messi is just playing too well at this moment in time. And Spain do leave gaps at the back. I know they've only conceded once, but they do leave gaps. Will they be a little bit extra cautious in this game? Pedro Porro and Cucurella might not get as far forward as we've seen in previous games, and you would absolutely understand why. But in my head, I am 60-40 on Spain lifting the World Cup, be that after 90 minutes or after 120. Let me know what you're on in the comments. Where do you see it at the minute? I am 60-40 to Spain. I think the way they control the game, they sort of just keep you at arm's length. And that may work, but there's this little guy that Argentina have who is not in the form of his life, because he's been pretty good in his life in the past, but he is playing in some way. That cross was inch perfect, wasn't it, for Martinez against England? And if he can get time and space on the ball, he can deliver in any game against any opponent. And he can also drag away players and create space for other players, as we've seen, like Martinez and Julian Alvarez. So never write off Argentina, as we've seen in this competition already. With that said, my scoreline prediction, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw at full time, and then I am going to go with Spain to win it in extra time. I would actually love, even though they knocked out England, I would love Messi to win it again. I'm a big Messi fan, as you probably have gathered by the videos on this channel throughout the World Cup. But I guess I'm a pretty neutral person in this game, but I can't look past Spain given the way they've been playing. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw at full time, but Spain to lift the trophy. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now we're going to take a look at the England game, and we're going to jump straight to the predictions because, let's be honest, who cares? It's a third-placed bronze trophy game. So here's my selection for this. It is Didier Deschamps' final game as France manager, incidentally. So I think there's certainly a case for them trying to get third in the World Cup, whatever that means. Doesn't mean much to the players and probably to him as well, somebody that's won the World Cup multiple times. For England, I think they will rotate heavily. I think we'll see Mainu. I think we'll see Dan Burn potentially starting. I think we'll see Ivan Toney, maybe Ollie Watkins, Rashford, these type of players. But I don't have confidence in England to win this game. I think France will probably take it a little bit more seriously. And given the players that they can bring in, if this is a rotated game for both teams, I just think that the French rotation, bringing in someone like Cherki, Doué, Barcola, against our rotated defenders, yeah, not looking forward to that. So France to score in the second half. They're a great goal-scoring team, especially in that second half. France to have most corners, as most teams have against England. And France to win. I can see France winning this game 3-1. That is my score prediction for this game. So who's going to win the World Cup? Let us all know in the comments. And if you want to add a prediction for the England game, feel free. What a way to go out, hey, against Argentina. Cowardly. And that's it from the World Cup. If you've enjoyed this series of videos, we were here every single day for about 25 days during the group stage and beyond. If you enjoyed it, please do leave some feedback in the comments. What do you want to see me cover next? I will be back, of course, for the Premier League and all the other leagues when they start. But before that, if there's anything you want me to cover, please do let me know in the comments. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the bell button as well so you never miss a video. I will see you in the next one.